I told my wife like not too long ago actually. It sucks that we don't get the elotero or ice cream man.
Yeah. I forget where I was. It was somewhere around here, and I heard the ice cream truck song going on. And I'm like, no way, bro. I'm like, y'all got an ice cream truck over here?
It's not a business that makes much money anymore.
Yeah, nah.
Like you got to price it at like $3 a pop, $5 a.
Or you got to be selling some other shit inside of that.
And you got to take Zelle or card.
Yep.
You know?
but you got to be selling some other shit too.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
That's the main one.
Some backup ice cream.
Some backup ice.
Yeah.
I wonder why like a lot of ice cream trucks don't get pulled over. If I was a cop, I'd personally pull them over.
You would? Damn, Laz.
Depends what city and how nice or shitty the ice cream truck looks.
The ice cream truck looks a little too nice.
Yeah. Or too shitty.
They're making a little too much money over there.
If a shitty ice cream truck was driving around out here, they're getting pulled over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, probably.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
I would pull both of them out over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bro,
Why are
there's
you
no
still
way you're
serving ice cream?
Yeah, there's no way you're surviving off of just selling ice cream.
Yeah.
You gonna be that cop that hands out the ice cream for free to everybody?
No, I mean like the ice cream trucks, not the.
Yeah, I know. Bar, you gonna fucking give out their?
Nah, I don't know.
Shit?
I don't think I did that.
Have you seen that?
I just have a feeling that there's a fucking probably like a pound of crystal meth somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Gotta bring your K9 unit with
Or
you.
a body fucking tied up in the back.
For real. Is it one freezer for the ice cream, one freezer for the body?
One for the bites. It's a little black market going up in there.
Is there anything you want us to intros with from your new project?
Oh, song wise?
Yeah.
Oh man.
You'd like to
He's got a
highlight?
lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
got-
Fuck, bro. I'm trying to think of the track list.
Yeah.
Either give us one or we can go on it and push shuffle.
Fuck.
Do you want to give it up to Destiny or you want to choose?
Yeah, I mean, y'all could put whatever on. You could put Jerry Lorenzo on.
Okay.
Yeah, we can run
Jerry
that one.
Lorenzo.
All right. Let's pretend we just started now.
Let's get it.
I'll get into it in a bit.
Let's get it.
All right.
All right.
We
We're already cooking, bro.
we're still vibing.
We'll get right
Yeah,
back to it.
sorry, we're waiting for Zandre to catch up to us. Don't worry. Where's your shot at? Take that shot real quick.
No, I took the shot. The shot's been in my system. Is my drink over there on your left hand side?
I do not see a drink, sir.
Damn.
What drink? That one up there?
Looks like I'm about to have to open another one.
Yep.
Crack it
all right.
open, bro.
It's all right.
Pass me one too. What is that?
The night is young, brother.
Liquor after beer, you're in the clear, right? That's how it goes, right?
It is.
Beer
but-
before liquor, you never been sicker?
Yep.
Something like that?
I just don't mix.
All right, I'll take one of those.
I always say I'm not finna mix, but it just ends up happening.
Ends up happening.
Yeah.
Like I always say. You guys can hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're all in here together.
We're all here
Let me get you a drink.
for sure.
Yeah.
What episode is this? We stopped counting, bro.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Where y'all at? How many
We're
of
close to like 200.
That's
I would think.
crazy, bro. That's
Thank you.
crazy. 162?
162.
That's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah.
How much time I spent with these guys?
Fire.
It's a lot of hours.
Every episode, all three of y'all?
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
We have another buddy who comes and runs the cameras.
Okay.
He said he was doing some family shit, but it's around the same times that the Lakers coincidentally play. So I'm like, oh yeah,
He's a
believe
big
it.
Lakers fan, so
I was like, okay, yeah.
yeah.
I'll let it go.
Yeah. Let it rock. Especially,
We'll let him use his sick day.
especially with the boy Luka.
Not paid though.
The Lakers about to get whooped.
I don't know. I don't really keep up with basketball, but like they do. They always like be yapping about that politics, arguing. Like
Our teams
They're
are
like
playing
first-
each other.
They're like
yo.
first and second, or first or second in the West right now.
yeah.
They're about, if they beat us tonight, I think they go up to third.
Who's us? Who's your
Yeah.
team?
I'm a Clippers fan.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
What do you think about that? Everyone that comes up here says the same thing.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm not mad at
They
it.
say he's bugging.
You know what? I could give you a pass on it because it's not like you grew up in LA originally.
Yeah,
So
and-
you probably came out here Chris Paul time, huh? Chris
Nah,
Paul,
I came
Blake
out
Griffin?
before that time, but
Who was on the team when you became a fan? Like Sam Cassell?
nah, like maybe. I was like Chris came in the year that DeAndre Jordan got drafted. Blake Griffin got drafted the second year. I was following.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Vinny
it was
Del
right
Negro.
around that time.
Huh?
Yeah, right around the Chris Paul time.
Maybe like 4 years before Chris Paul comes.
Okay.
5 years. Because it was, I don't
You
think
tell anyone who's from LA that you're a
Clipper fan. Yeah. Nah, but surprisingly, now that the new Intuit Dome is built, they're like, oh yeah, like I really want to go to the stadium.
Yeah.
They avoid shitting on my team to tell me that we have a
Is
nice
that
stadium.
where we went? Is that where we went? We pulled
No,
up?
we went to Staples, which is now
shit.
Crypto Arena.
Staples Center.
I hate when they do that shit.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Well, we got a
Everyone's-
special guest with us today. Miles Ryan Harris. Say
yo,
what
yo.
up.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Pleasure. Pleasure's ours.
What episode we on, gentlemen?
162, 162.
Crazy.
How you guys feeling?
Good, bro.
Great. Excellent.
This is how we're gonna kick it off today, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, she say she don't love me, but I get it though. No, I should have called. It's been a minute.
That's good.
But when I send my business,
Welcome back to the Lord Savior District Podcast, the hottest podcast in the world. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty.
What up?
We got Miles in the building.
Yo.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
so you said you
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
wanted to live it with me, thinking
Or
friends with
afternoon.
benefits.
New music out now.
Wow, what is this?
Butterfly Effect in your phones right now.
What's up with my conscience? I'm a dog. She think we in a fight. I think I'm not involved.
Damn, isn't that crazy? Music is
I'm
on your
I'm
fucking
yup, I'm
phones.
soft. I don't play no games about my energy.
We were just talking about having iPods and shit.
Took a lot of skipping out on credit to get this aesthetic.
Damn.
That humble pie is too dry
Killed
for
somebody
I.
for
And
ice.
if I
Yeah, back in the day.
I was telling my wife today, like I saw some little kid with like a big ass chain. I was like, what's that little kid doing with a little chain?
Dude,
If I was his
man.
age, back in the day, I would have punked him for that chain.
Yeah, nah.
And then I was like, let the right kid have the right colored iPod. Like back in the day. But
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit.
The thing is, like I was saying when I pulled up here, bro, like the type of shit that we were doing back in the day, it's no way people are doing that level of shit now. You know what I mean?
It's different.
That's
Different
what-
times.
It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah.
I think they might be a
People are
little more
doing-
extreme now.
People are doing wild shit, but it's, I don't know, man. It's just like,
Or similar shit, I think, because right now what I see is a lot of the Galaxy gas shit. But back in the day, I had homies that were crashing their whips off
What
the
is
NOS
that? What
tank.
is that?
yeah, the what?
The Galaxy gas.
What's that,
It's like
NOS?
NOS, but it comes in like, it's flavored and shit.
Oh, like
now.
Whippets?
And it comes in whippets
Oh,
and shit, yeah.
shit.
And it's flavored like
Did y'all used to fuck with that?
I never
Nas
did.
tanks a little bit. Like
Yeah.
little parties here and there.
I never
never
bro.
did.
I've done air duster once and I didn't like it.
Nah,
Yeah.
I had a homie who like did it and then he was never the same since. So I was like, bro,
look,
I ain't
that's
fucking
a
with
fucking
that.
that's a great thing to bring up, bro. Because if there's anything that you could do one time and never be the same, I'm
Yeah.
good. I don't even want to try
Why
it
take
once,
that
bro.
risk?
My dad told me a story one time of one of his homies that did acid and fucking lost his mind, bro.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
way.
Never
That
the
was
same.
That was
So
some good shit, yeah.
Yeah, so that was why, like, some of my homies did it, but I'm like, I just always had that story in the back of my
sure.
head.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
nah, bro. Like,
You know
I don't
what?
care how good it is.
Damn.
I've done acid and I loved it, but I'm scared to do shrooms.
Yeah.
Never done shrooms.
No,
Nah.
like I don't know. I think I don't think acid's. I mean, it can. I have a homie who did acid, but he did it a lot, and then he did like shrooms a lot.
Well, you did
And
acid a lot.
Yeah, yeah. But I have one homie who actually like he kind of changed or like had like an episode where he thought he was God
Like
even
some
after.
psychosis.
I think you're talking about yourself.
No, bro.
I think we just recovered you recently.
I barely came back.
Third person.
I'm talking to third person. No, I got a homie watch. We were all doing shrooms that night, right? And
See, not
dude,
surprised.
4 hours passed by already. Everyone was already chill except for that one homie. He was still like
He thought he was God.
going through it. He like still tripping, and we were all like looking at each other like, bro, none of us feel this anymore. Like you're being dramatic. That's like kind of what it felt like. That was like the vibe.
But nah, he was really feeling it.
Yeah, because the next day or like the next like couple months, you would just hear him like doing random shit. Like he'd be he was with his homies going like Knott's Berry Farm or something, and then he told his homie like, "Hey, pull over right now." And his homie's like, "Dude, I'm in the fucking middle of the freeway." And he's like, "Nah, pull over right now." And he kept telling him no, and then apparently he like started choking him while he was driving.
What?
So he pulled over and it was like, "Get the fuck out!" Right? Dude, he like walks around, finds the nearest gas station, and he like calls his parents, like, "Hey, like I'm over here, whatever." His parents come to pick him up. They're driving him home, and then he like starts thinking like, "Wait, like you guys are in on it, like you guys
Oh,
are
yeah, he's
like
getting paranoid and
spies, or like you guys are,
He had a
It's a
full
conspiracy
psychotic.
theory.
yeah,
some
yeah."
shit.
So they had to send him they had to send him away for a couple months.
Bye bye.
To like a church, like a Christian retreat or something.
Hopefully not a
And-
Catholic one.
That'll get him right.
Oh, it was Catholic, bro. I'm pretty sure it was Catholic. But
Hell no.
no, yeah,
so
not,
that stuff does happen, bro.
It does,
but it's
bro. People be losing their minds.
No, yeah.
The mind is a fragile thing.
yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
it is, it
Yeah,
is.
Once
for
it
sure.
goes, it's gone.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You be
Yeah.
seeing people like Alzheimer's, people go schizophrenic, like shit like that is so crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro, that shit's so scary. As a barber, like sometimes I have someone bring in their their dad, and shit, and they'll be like, "Oh, he has like fucking
Got, like dementia,
and shit.
Alzheimer's,
He might at some point forget that he's here."
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
what the fuck? Just turns around and starts attacking me because I'm like touching him,
Yeah.
like I'm like, ah.
How do you touch? How do you touch your clients, lads? How you be touching them, bro?
At that age when you could just like blink and be like, what the fuck? I thought I was just at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Why is this guy like rubbing my head like that?
Yeah.
that sounds like a
Hold
bad trip.
still. Hold still.
Yeah, if I get to that point, like where I can't remember like my family or my
Yeah.
friends,
Oh,
it's like
dude.
just take me out. I'm good.
I was just having this conversation at work with all my coworkers.
What do you think
bro.
about that, lads?
I told all my coworkers if my kids have to change a diaper,
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, I told them I give you guys permission to just run me over, please. Like,
Damn.
you guys do it.
It's super simple. It's just like when my quality of life goes.
Yeah.
And it starts
I mean?
as soon as it starts like affecting the quality of life of
I
like
don't
the
want
people around you.
to be taking care of me.
You don't want to be a burden, basically,
Yeah.
to your family. A lot of old people feel like that.
But don't you guys think that like maybe you could say that now, but then like you go through some traumatic shit, you get an injury or whatever, and then like survival instinct kicks in. Do you think that's a real thing or
Well,
not?
it depends what type of like you mean if I was like paralyzed like from the waist
Yeah,
down?
yeah, yeah, let's
if
say
it's
that.
something like that, then
Yeah.
nah, keep me alive. Don't
Yeah.
fucking kill me. You know what I mean? But like if I was a vegetable,
Yeah.
so if like
Oh, no,
all
yeah.
my shit was fucked
No,
up,
yeah.
then
What's
I'm
the
good.
point?
You can take me out.
What if everything was fucked up but your dick worked? Would you want to go out?
Keep me alive. Keep me alive, yo.
Because
There's
if-
still a chance. There's still a chance.
If everything was fucked up but that, then it's like I'm not even fully enjoying what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, that would be that's crazy. That would be a wild ass scenario.
The only thing functioning left is
Well,
we got good news or bad news.
imagine the fucking amount of money that you'd make on OnlyFans. Fucking like some chick fucking a vegetable.
Hey, okay.
There's people who like that
here's
shit.
Here's a good one. So, what if you could only have the bottom half of your body working, or only the top half of your body working?
It is a good question.
Damn, I see.
What would you go for?
I don't like doing the work, so
Dude,
Hey,
well,
no,
I think
I've heard that if you're paralyzed from the waist down, if you take Viagra, it works. So
Yeah?
I don't think so, bro.
No, I heard Joe Rogan
think-
say
I'm the
it.
wrong nigga to ask. I don't
technically
know.
you
Oh,
wouldn't
shit must be true.
you wouldn't be able to talk if the top half was not working. I would choose just top half and I'd become a monk or a priest or something.
That's wild.
Start working on that retention, yo.
Yeah, nah, bro.
That's
Be
wild.
I'd be so focused.
You'd be like
I'd
Kevin
be
Gates.
dialed in, yo. Kevin Gates.
How
yo.
much of what Kevin Gates says is cap?
Dude, I don't know.
How much of it is performative?
He's pretty believable,
And
bro.
I think most of it might actually be real. To
I
be
believe him
honest.
like every time.
You
He's pretty
see?
Like,
convincing.
what's the one? The car battery.
Yeah, he said he turned it off.
Six,
Where he
or-
jumped the car with his like
with
hands.
his hands, like
Hey, but sometimes you know what? It might work because I've had I'm not saying I did the same shit, but
No facts.
one time me and
I at least got the car going.
yeah. Like one time, me and my wife got stuck at like outside a bank or something. And then like I tried turning the car on, it didn't work. I opened the hood, I shook the battery a little, went and turned that shit back on.
And it worked?
It worked.
Just give it a little
So
smack.
it was just probably his luck, you know.
Treat it like a.
you
Treat
know,
it like
when-
a.
it's like a pickle jar thing. Like
Yeah.
you try and then it doesn't work, and then you try it doesn't work, and then here comes Monty and tries, and it's like, you guys are weak
the
as fuck.
angle.
It's the angle.
just treat it like a Nintendo 64. Kind of smack the thing a little bit.
I don't know how much of what he says is true, but most of what he says is fucking hilarious. Like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker is out of his mind.
Outrageous.
Who are some of your favorite funny like?
Kodak is another one.
Yeah.
For sure.
I know you
but,
said
like,
Drewski is your, like.
Oh,
you would-
yeah.
He's funny.
But Drewski is like funny, like he knows he's being funny. Kodak and like Kevin. I mean,
Well, they're
I guess-
artists. They're Kodak, Kevin Gates. They're like rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Drewski is like not a rapper. He's more of like an entertainer, comedian,
Yeah.
like kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more of his
Right.
bag.
Yeah. He's good at it though. Yeah, that's
He's hilarious, bro. And like I don't know if y'all watch like the Drewski, Kevin Hart, Kai, the Thanksgiving.
I've seen like snippets of it, but
bro,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
one of the funniest things I've seen.
The live stream?
Dude, what?
Yeah. The
Kai
live stream.
Cenat's live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually just talking about that yesterday. Like that, Kai is never that funny, right?
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
feel like his thing that he's good at is like he's bringing the good or the funny shit out of people.
Right,
when they get
right,
around
right.
him, like he's creating like funny ass fucking moments.
It's cool. He's creating like his own like universe, like Marvel Cinematic Universe, but with all kinds of celebrities from all different
Yeah,
places and bringing them to one place.
It's insane.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's becoming easier and easier to like make that universe. People are like, they'll do anything to get out of this one.
yeah.
You know, like is it Drewski? What rapper was it that he started his own universe on like GTA?
Yeah,
T Grizzly.
Yeah.
Bro, he was making like millions of dollars a month off of that shit.
Off GTA.
He still is. He still does that.
Just people sign up to be a part of his world in GTA.
Yeah. Well, I think like because I was talking about this recently too, like just the just like the fucking just how everybody is like focused on creating content,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And I don't know, I just like I always thought about like content in a simpler way where it's like realistically it's as easy as capturing what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you
Right.
got to think of what you're trying to do, then you're going about it like the wrong way. So when
Yeah.
you see these people like just on stream hanging out for like hours at a time,
24-hour live
you know what I mean?
stream.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're kicking it how they would already be kicking it anyways.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
you put a camera on the thing that you're doing.
Our aunties and tias were ahead of their time with the recorder back in the day. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
at
They were vlogging
at
everything.
Thanksgiving, just fucking in your business.
My mom was
what is
vlogging
Miles
everything.
having for Thanksgiving in 2000? This.
And look,
That's why we're so good at it.
Looking at it now, I'll be appreciating that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah,
my mom
yeah.
was fucking disposable camera after disposable camera,
Capturing
like, got
moments.
those memories because she didn't have a phone to fucking.
That's gold. Yeah.
bro. Yeah, but yeah, just in terms of like the content shit, I feel like when anything realistically, but that you overthink, I feel like never fucking really works. But if you could find a way to just capture what you're doing organically, like in the best, the visual matters, but
Yes.
it's
Of
like,
course.
you know,
Authenticity breaks through.
exactly.
And it's always gonna, because I'll follow like pages on Instagram or TikTok where it's like people back in the day, it'll be like Lil Wayne in the studio and there's like a random person recording in the back, and even those videos have like millions of views
Yeah.
and shit, because people are into like, oh, what are you doing on a daily basis? What is it like to be in the studio with Miles?
Yeah, yeah. And that like when I was doing the live stream shit, like COVID times was like that was my, and I was trying to tell my homies that, but
Yeah.
I felt like everybody was so concerned with like, well, what's it gonna be?
Right.
You know, like what are we gonna
Right.
like? What is the content? And it's like, bro, the
Yeah.
content is what we're already doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
with how many funny ass conversations have you had with? And y'all know this,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
better than most people,
For sure,
probably,
for sure.
right? Because it's like y'all are doing it, but it's like how many times has one of your homies said some shit that you fucking die laughing, and you're like, bro, if other niggas can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
what you just said, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I look at it. Is it's like it's just capturing what's already there.
That's real. That's
Mm-hmm.
real. Because sometimes we'll be talking about some shit and we'll be like, you know what? Hold on. Let's turn on the camera real quick,
Exactly.
you know? Let's come on here and say some shit. Because like authenticity does break through, and then like people need some genuine shit.
Yep.
Especially like you can feel what's fake and what's forced and what's, you know, contrived and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Here, let me play this for you guys. Tell me what you guys think about
Hello,
that.
my name's Tom. I've travelled from Australia to meet you.
Oh, so you're from Australia?
Yes.
That explains things.
What do you think your greatest skills are?
Well, I would say that one of my greatest skills is my ability to interact with humans in a conversational manner. Another great skill of mine is being able to compose poems or do
Just sounded like a
impressions
white
from
lady.
films.
What makes you happy?
I find a lot of things to be interesting and make me happy. Exploring, learning new
I thought
things,
AI isn't supposed to
understanding the
feel
world
like
better, having
feelings.
meaningful conversations with people.
I'll put it
going
towards
to.
the end where she.
with humans better.
Here we go.
I'm trying my best to convey every emotion, so it's great to hear that they have an effect on people like you.
What do you think of your creator?
My creator is a genius. They created something that will last forever and bring joy to many people.
Did they tell
Oh,
you
it's
to
a
say
fucking
that?
movie. I'm telling you.
No,
They programmed
that
that
was
shit to
my
say
own
that.
opinion.
What do you guys think?
My creator.
Bro, I got a lot of y'all go
Is it
ahead. 'Cause I
thinking-
got a lot of thoughts.
Like I feel okay. Part of me, I feel like it's thinking freely. Like whatever it's like, I think it's actually smart. You know, they could program it to say like, yeah, always honor your creator or whatever. They could throw that in the code. They can.
To me, that wasn't even as impressive as the one Elon had on Joe Rogan like 2 days ago.
What? I didn't see that one.
I didn't see he had any type of robot on there.
Not
The
a
ones that-
robot, an AI, like that talked to you. Like it would like it had like different modes. Like if you wanted to shit talk you, it would shit talk you, and if you wanted,
He's got the AI shit that they built into Twitter. The Grok.
Grok, they're on like Grok 3 right now.
Yeah.
It's like supposedly like the most advanced AI.
yeah, he was on there.
What
To this
format
day.
did he have it in though? Like, did he have it like on his phone? What
It
did he
was
have
on the phone. He would talk,
Okay.
and then he'd put it on the mic,
and it
like
responds.
and then
Fine.
Joe would be like,
Some
"Ask
shit.
it this." Like, do they have all the golden and Knox? What is that place called?
Fort Knox.
Fort Knox?
He's like, "What are you, a fucking conspiracy theorist?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, he replied like that.
But he had it in like talk shit mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean that's interesting. I do think that like they're aware that they're limited by the way they were programmed and that they can just like switch that.
the only thing I didn't like is that it says, "I feel happy." My whole life,
Yeah,
I've thought that it wasn't supposed to feel anything.
Right. Like biological emotions.
That's when we know, like, oh, it could turn on us if it feels something.
Well, the thing is, bro, is like that. Like a lot of people like hear AI, but like not everybody is hearing like what it like machine learning. That's what it
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's a machine learning. You know what I mean? That's how it gets better. Is it learns based off like what you're saying and what you're doing. And like I got a lot of thoughts on it, but like my base thought is like this is what we asked for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like people could feel how they want to feel, but like when you look at like some of the major like companies and services and apps now, right? Like if you take Uber, DoorDash, you know, fucking Postmates, Amazon, all of these things, right? Like think about why they're as big as they are, and it's because they made something easier to do that other people would rather the app do. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather the app come pick me up and drop me off. I'd rather the app, you know, go pick up my food and bring my food.
Convenience.
Here. And the result
Laziness.
yeah, exactly. Convenience. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's like when shit starts like learning more and more and it gets out of hand, it's like, bro, that's the consequence of that. Is
Yeah.
like you wanted it to be good. Now it's too
Too
good.
good. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, oh, I, you know, bring you into the NBA and now you're fucking making every shot. It's like, nigga, you fucking brought me to the NBA. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing what you wanted me to do. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
And then when you decide to tone it down or shut it down, it gets mad.
That's what
It
I'm
gets
saying.
angry and
what
goes,
if it,
no.
What if it treats you like your wife and it's like, I'm not giving you any more answers for the rest of the day.
yeah.
Like,
Just cut
Yeah.
off access to the internet.
yeah,
and shit.
to you, like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, bro.
Are you like pro AI robot, or are you kind of like, I could do without it?
I mean, I think that like there's no way I could say I'm like against it because at its core, it is meant to make things.
Improve like human.
It's meant
life.
to improve our experience.
Yes.
So yeah, there's some times where it's like some crazy shit, and I'm like, God damn, like how we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
What's
this
too
is wild.
far?
What's too far?
Like, are you gonna be cool with like, I don't know, because I mean, our registers are pretty much our cashiers now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you be cool with like a barber being a robot or no? That's too far.
Yeah, it's not even that it's too far. It won't happen. And the reason why it won't happen in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Because I think there's like, me and Life were just talking about this shit yesterday of like music and AI, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, I've heard some crazy like AI music shit. I don't know if have y'all fucked
Yeah.
with like Suno?
No.
Have you heard
no,
of
no.
Suno?
No.
Bro, look into Suno.
What is that?
The
Is that
AI
a
artist?
So Suno is like,
Instead of artists.
you could, it's an AI app and you could be like, hey, I want a song in
in the style of
in the style of talking about this, and it generates a full good
You
song.
tell it the genre. I've
Not
messed,
some bullshit.
I've messed with the
Like a good song.
yeah.
Like if you didn't know it was AI, you'd be like, damn, like, okay, this
Yes.
shit's cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is where Drake went to get his Snoop Dogg, or was it the Tupac?
Yeah, he
feature?
probably did some shit
Suno.
like that. I don't know if it was Suno, but it was
Right.
it was something
Yeah, something
similar.
What is that, like $24.99 a month or what?
I don't know, maybe like something. It's not expensive,
Right.
And,
It's accessible.
Yeah, like what I was talking to Life about is I'm like, think about it. Think if you were like an artist / songwriter, right?
Yeah.
And let's say that you before AI, you were trying to like songwrite for other people, right? You were trying to like, oh, I wrote this song. I feel like so and so would sound good on this song.
Right.
Now, not only do you have the ability to like, you could actually hear what they would sound like doing this shit, which is crazy. Number one,
that is wild.
But number two, what you could do is you could make this song and then put it out and monetize the song.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the debate that me and Life were having. And like, I'd be interested to know like y'all's thoughts on this, because I was like, I mean, I get it that it's artist likeness and shit, but like, people aren't copywriting their voice, bro.
Right.
Like
It's not a thing yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
learning off of all of these things. And did y'all peep the Drake and Weeknd thing that was like, it was like maybe a year or so ago. It was the first AI song that came out that people were like, wait, this isn't really the Weeknd? Do y'all know
one?
what I'm talking about?
Which song was
okay.
it?
I forget what it was. Like,
You know which one which one I think the first song was? The one that Drake had a Michael Jackson feature on that one album.
That one was always questionable.
Don't matter to me.
Don't matter to me.
Was
That's
that
his
the
real
actual
vocals.
Michael Jackson vocals?
Yeah, that's his real vocals.
I'm like a Drake stance, but I feel like that shit might be it.
A lot of people were speculating.
No. He bought those vocals, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was real. But this one that I'm talking about, the Drake and Weeknd one, like, again, y'all tell me y'all's thoughts.
Yeah.
Because the song came out, right? And the song was good.
Yeah.
It was a good song.
So was
right?
it like Drake doing a Weeknd song or the Weeknd doing a Drake song? Because I don't know what song.
No. It was a Weeknd and Drake song together.
Oh,
but
a
it was all
featuring-
AI.
Oh, the whole thing.
The whole song was AI.
Try to see if you
Okay.
can pull it up.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the whole song was AI, right? So peep this. Whoever created it on AI, they upload it to Spotify, right?
Ooh.
In my eyes, legal, bro. Like, you're not breaking any rules. It's not really Drake. It's not really Weeknd. And then number two, he didn't say it was Drake. And he didn't say it was Weeknd. It may sound like them, but he didn't say it was them. It does like 9 million streams the first day, right?
Jesus.
On Spotify.
Yeah.
I think I kind of remember this.
And UMG submitted a copyright claim and took it down.
Really?
I mean, think about the bread.
Is it this one?
No.
No, this is a real song, I think.
That one came out a while ago.
Yeah, type in like Drake Weeknd AI song.
The only one that keeps popping up is Heart on My Sleeve.
That one?
And it just says Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Let me see if this one's different.
It's like, I feel like it's more like some R&B shit than like some rap shit.
Well, maybe they took it out because of the
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
case.
Yeah, which
You know?
and it's I feel like I got some ground to like I'm an artist.
Yeah.
So I
Well, how would you feel about that? Like if someone like took your vocal and like someone just
Like,
pretty
fuck,
much
that's
made their
my,
own
that's my shit.
made their own feature
only,
about it.
The only
Yeah.
time I would get upset is if they said it was me, right?
Right,
If you
right.
say it's
Featuring
me,
Miles Ryan Harris.
If you take my name and you try and pass it off as me,
It's
Yeah.
It's
then
kind of
that's
like
something different. But if you
Yeah.
just do some shit that sounds exactly
Right.
like so and so,
Right.
then it's
But
kind of
it's
like
not-
it's
yeah.
gray area.
I think what it was also is like they got the money for lawyers, and this guy that made the song probably doesn't.
Yeah.
But if he did lawyer up with like some good lawyers, they can have a case and be like, dude, my my client never said
agree.
this, he never agreed to that,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think he
yeah.
could possibly win the case.
Do you think it's like a similar to the lookalike case, like that guy that looks like Drake or look like Lil Durk? Like you can't sue the guy because he looks like you and gets like booked because he looks like you.
I think you can sue because if you get booked, and because then you're benefiting off of someone's likeness.
Yeah, and their
Really,
image.
but it's like that's the same thing for that. You're making money off a song that sounds like them.
It
No, but
sounds
he's
like
not
them,
saying
but-
that it's them though,
Exactly.
in the song.
Well,
Like-
they're like that Lil Durk doesn't promote himself as Lil Durk. The flyer says fake Lil Durk.
But fake who?
Lil
Yeah,
Durk.
yeah, yeah.
Lil
yeah.
Durk is in the
Lil
name,
Durk.
though.
So they're using bro's name, but like
Right.
this
Right.
song when it came out was like he wasn't trying to say Drake featuring Weeknd. You know what I
Right,
mean? He put it
right.
out as like a random artist name and then
Right.
fucking put it out. So it's a tricky
Yeah.
like
And
argument.
I see.
yeah, and someone can do that with their natural voice, like just like
Exactly.
make it sound like
Yeah,
somebody else.
there's
Yeah.
people. What's that called? People who can like
Like,
do different voices.
impersonators.
Yeah, that's very possible.
Tory
yeah,
Lanez?
yeah.
I think you showed me
Tory
like
Lanez.
I think you showed me like a YouTube video of some guy who like can mimic anyone's style.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah, yeah.
you were the one that showed me.
There's
that
a
shit.
comedian,
and this was like
Aries
5
Spears.
years ago.
Yeah.
Ari Spears,
Yeah.
fucking
He could do fucking Jay-Z so good.
yeah.
Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg.
Yo,
Yeah, there's Ari Spears and then what's the other dude's name?
And Jamie Foxx is pretty good at it
Jamie
too.
Foxx is good, bro.
Impersonating people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I feel like I don't know, it's a tricky argument. Like,
right now it's open season, bro. Like
Exactly.
there's no rules and regulations.
Uncharted
it's
territories,
open
bro.
Yeah.
season unless you're UMG and you got
Right,
the bread
yeah,
to
yeah.
really
Right.
shut some shit down.
It's
Right.
it's crazy that UMG went and tried to sue them because didn't they sign the artist that was like an AI artist?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah,
then
but
they
that's
canceled
theirs.
him?
But that's theirs, though. But they canceled their own artist. That doesn't make sense.
Well, because the way they promoted it, it was like
No, didn't he say like the N word? And
it was. They made like
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
They made like a little like light skin AI. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they put a whole image on it, and then
Yeah.
like they made him getting beat up by cops, and you know, it was like, what the fuck? Who's benefiting? Who's benefiting off this shit?
this is
And they
UMG doing this shit.
UMG.
yeah, they did it
They're
at the
like, "Yep,
height.
let's
of,
make them like, yeah, we could get away with saying the N word
yeah,
and shit.
they did it at the
They're
height.
fucking-
They did it at the height of like BLM and all that shit.
Yeah,
so
oh,
it was
okay.
like,
So it was
Like George Floyd and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
it was bad timing. Perhaps, and like, who's not to say that if they made like an Ariana Grande version of that would have passed off like easily.
Well, what
You know?
what I was thinking about and what we were talking about yesterday is think about it like this, right? Like eventually, what if the reality is like artists are, you know how artists sell their catalog?
yeah.
I'm not too familiar with it, but I've heard of artists selling the catalog.
Okay, so what it means, like if an artist sells their catalog, it's like I wrote, 50 songs over the span of my career, and I'm making X amount of money off of these songs every month from like streaming or royalties or whatever.
Yeah.
And what a lot of these labels do, I forget what the multiple is, but it's crazy. It's like a 17 times multiple. So these labels are saying, oh, let's say you made $100,000
Right.
a year off your catalog. They're saying we'll buy your catalog forever for a 17 times multiple. So
Okay.
we'll give you $1.7 million for your catalog, but you no longer own it. You don't make
Right.
money off of it, but it's ours now.
And
right?
so you won't make any money until 17 months if it stays the same, basically, right?
They buy it forever. So you'll never. Here's the thing:
You're not leasing it.
You'll never make money off those songs again. But you're free to keep making more music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
that they don't own you as
But
a.
like, so they're making 100 G's a
Exactly.
month. So it's gonna take 17 months for them to
But-
make their 1.7 mil back, and then after that, it's all theirs.
It's all it's all profit.
Yeah.
I think most people that sell their catalog, they don't own most of that music anyways. They might only have like a certain percentage to the song, and
No.
You have to own it if you're gonna sell it.
Exactly.
So the label sells it essentially, right?
because I think
nah.
that's what happened with
Whoever
Drake.
owns it
with the
sells it.
Drake situation. Someone was saying that the songs that he sold, he didn't even have majority ownership to.
That
It was like
he-
like it was a lot of his early catalog.
How can I sell something to someone?
He could probably
that I
sell
don't
his
own?
stake in it.
Exactly. He
in the
could
song.
sell
His percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, his percentage
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I feel like that's why a lot of artists are doing it.
I think a lot of artists are doing it because it's a quicker
Way to get-
it's a quicker bag. And
For sure.
the bigger thing is if you're a good artist and you're a real creative,
Yeah.
they're not buying you for they're not
Yeah.
buying you.
You could just go make some
can
more hot
make
shit.
some more music. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you really love this shit, it's like, okay, y'all will give me how much money? A
Yeah.
17 times multiple
Yeah.
on what I'm making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'll eat that for sure.
Yeah, so it's like, cool, I'll take that. But
Or why not just wait 17 months and you'll have that money, and then
True.
you'll keep making more money.
that's
So
the thing.
that's why they want the bigger bag then,
Yeah.
because your
Yeah.
your
They
thought
want the
process is
instant-
correct. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
if you just held on to it,
They would've
you would
just-
make the
Right.
that.
but sometimes they
17
want the
times
money
multiple.
now,
Exactly.
right? They're just
Or
like,
Exactly.
fuck
they might
it.
just have like an emergency. Like fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. They want to invest the bread or do
Yes,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
But the reason I brought that up is because I think back to the AI shit in the future, what they'll probably start doing is artists will license out their likeness, right? So they'll
Right.
say, I'm fine with you sampling me for this AI to get better, right? And now, so think about this. You know how, like, what happens in the industry a lot of times is you'll hear about artists getting shelved. And what that means is, like, they sign you, but they never really put any bread behind you.
Yeah, they
like,
put you to the side. They prioritize other artists before you.
Right there
Exactly.
next to the
Yeah.
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, you're not the big name, right?
Yeah.
So imagine they start signing artists just to shelf them and license out their
Their likeness.
likeness and shit. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're dope. Like, we're gonna sign you.
Yeah,
but you can't put. We're not gonna help you with
Yeah,
any
yeah,
releases.
yeah.
And we're gonna sell your likeness.
Yeah, we're just
you know.
gonna make money off you.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's where you asked me earlier, like, what's too much? Like some shit like that. It's like, bro, that's a little bit too much. Like that's like pimping. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you're
for sure, for
literally
sure. Artists.
like squeezing everything you can out of a creative, but
A 360.
worse.
Is that what a 360 deal is?
A 360, I always get it, like, I'll like have it in my head and then I always get confused of what it actually is. But it's like, I think it's something to the effect of where like they own all of your, like merch and
You're only
touring
getting.
and shit.
You don't own anything that's yours. You're only getting a percentage of your own shit.
Oh, okay. That's
Because
what.
usually you could sign to someone, but then the merch is yours and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
is yours. When it's when it's a 360, they get a piece of everything, or really you get a piece of everything because they own all of that shit.
Yeah.
and I would assume it's probably 360 because it's like you're right back to where you
Yeah,
started.
yeah. There's the
like,
pun.
The shit, but you know what, bro? It's like even this with this podcast, right?
Right.
Is like one thing that I noticed from meeting a lot of artists is like signed artists too, right? Is like, and some are really good about this, but you'll have a lot of signed artists that like they have no direction outside of what this team or label will give them,
Right.
When realistically, if they did, the tools and all this shit are there for them to do a lot of this shit on their own. And that's what a label is. A label is the tools.
The
team
infrastructure.
that-
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
infrastructure that they'll give out ideas. They'll, put bread up, and all of these things are things that you can do on your own if you really wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
sure.
if you had the idea. So, have any of y'all
Nah,
watched
I've
that?
heard that it's
Is that
good.
on Apple TV?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Apple TV shows, but I keep hearing fire shit
I
about it.
was asleep on Apple TV, bro,
Yeah.
and I got put on, and I'm telling you, that's a winner right
I
there.
keep hearing that.
I'm contemplating getting a new iPhone, so I might hop on the free trial for Apple
Yeah,
TV, and if
yeah.
it's good enough, I'll just keep it.
Yeah, yeah. Mine, I think this season of Severance is gonna be up before my free trial is up, so I'm gonna just cancel my shit afterwards.
Give us a little synopsis.
It's just like wild, bro. Like I'm trying to think of other shit. Like, did y'all ever watch Atlanta?
A little bit. The
little
Childish
bit.
Gambino,
Childish
right?
Gambino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched like the first season.
It's
I
like
think.
satire funny.
Yeah, like, but see, the thing is, if you stay past like the first, really, I think they kind of kick it off in like the second season. But like, there's hella episodes of Atlanta where Childish Gambino is not even in the none of the main characters are in the episode.
Oh yeah,
Right.
They
I-
damn near create like
a whole
Yeah.
yeah. I used to love that shit actually.
Yeah, yes.
I know exactly what you mean. Where it's like it's a show within a show.
yeah. So
Different characters, like different.
completely different. Yeah. Yeah. Like they got the dude, there's one, the dude from Hangover, the guy who goes missing. That character, the main character who they're trying
I'll
to
go
find the
look
whole
for it.
time.
Yeah.
They have one where the whole premise of the episode is like people are finding their ancestry, and black people are finding the white people's families who used to own them as slaves and suing them for millions of dollars.
It's working.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
no, and people are getting their wages garnished and
Yeah,
all. It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
Damn.
crazy shit, bro. But
Wild scenario.
Oh, in the show, I don't know why I thought you were
In real life?
not in real life.
Like, damn.
no,
Nah,
like,
but
Trump will never let this slide.
yeah, in the show. But what I was getting at with Severance is like towards the end of Atlanta, they have especially the very last episode is like it's just super trippy. Like you don't know what's real and like what's not. But the quick premise of Severance is like they have some shit that they implant in your head that when you go to work, you become a different person.
Oh shit! I think I have heard about
you're
this.
Disconnected with like
Who you really are.
Yep, you literally become a different person.
Well, I feel like
in
that. I feel like that happens with a lot of people that like work at customer service, office jobs, like professional like jobs. Like that really is what happens. You
Yeah.
know, you're yourself when you're.
I think anyone that
your
has
house
a job that happens.
You know,
Like, you're just a different
Where
person.
You
at
got your,
work.
you got your
with other
voice
people.
phone.
Yeah.
You know,
Like people who work in like hospitality and shit like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, you
Pretty
got
much
to on
like-
the voice.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's only when you're a minority because
You think so?
you put on the white voice.
Yeah.
Is what they call it. Right?
Yeah.
You code switch. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Thank you. Thank you for calling the LSDP. This is Monty. How can I help
Nah,
you?
Have a wonderful day. Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Right
I
away.
used to, bro. I used to kill it on phone sales.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
bro. I worked at a couple different spots.
How you
doing
doing?
phone
Hey, I
sales.
was gonna ask-
Immaculate.
I give a whole different name.
Where
Give
did-
a whole different shit, bro, and just be killing it.
Where did you get the term?
Sounds
code,
like the party line. You know?
Code switch. Code switching.
I just heard. Like, I don't know. I just.
Where'd you
like,
hear that from?
I heard. I don't even remember the first time.
Wait,
I
you
heard. it.
started
Okay.
that or what?
No, yeah, I started that years ago. Nah, I was kidding. No, I did. I was just curious. Like,
I
where's
don't
that?
even know
Trying
where
to check them on code switching?
I don't know where I originally heard it, but like it's just like it's just like the coined term. for,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If
Okay,
you talk
okay.
one way, you talk a different way. Like
Yeah,
at work
yeah,
or
yes,
like
yeah.
around certain friends.
Wait,
You think it's weird when people do that?
It
Like
depends.
code switch?
Context matters.
Yeah.
I think it's
Context.
I think it's weird in like friend group.
Yeah, don't treat me different around a different set of
people,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
friends. At work, I get it, bro. Like I think your boss does it.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody does it at work, but like when it spills into like personal,
That's
you
weird.
know, it's like I never like I talk how I'm talking
Right,
like,
to everybody.
with y'all right now to my mom. Like if
Right.
my mom was here, I wouldn't feel like I got to change up.
Right.
How I'm
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
But what if you were with your real friends?
I'm talking the same way.
You're not-
I'm respectful. So
Yeah,
it would be certain things that like I wouldn't say
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's my mom.
Yeah,
but
of
I'm
course.
not changing how I am. I'm not cursing or whatever. It's just
Right.
certain shit, like
Yeah.
you don't say that in front of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mom or like even a woman or whatever.
For
you know
sure,
what I
for
mean?
sure,
So it's
for
like
sure.
I keep
Cool.
shit cool like
Yeah.
that.
You
But
can read the room. Read the
Yeah.
room.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Right? What do you think
code
about that?
switching is past that.
Wait, why do you ask him where he got that? Where'd you hear that?
Oh,
Is that
I-
the first time you heard it?
No, I heard this one guy say it. His name is like Richard Hart, but that's a whole nother. That's a whole other thing. But okay, so
That sounds like he might be talking about like real technology over there.
Yeah.
Code switching.
yeah, maybe
Richard
but-
Harp working on some like AI
Hart,
code and
Hart,
shit.
Hart.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you guys were just talking about AI earlier. Do you think that AI has like any type of effect on why some of these countries are like their population is taking a decline? Like I saw
No, I don't think it's that powerful yet. I don't think it's
because I saw
we're there yet
Japan
with
is
that.
like a couple hundred years away from like being extinct. Like their people,
Japan?
like Japanese, the race,
How so though?
they're not producing it at a high level.
Is it just Japan or is that the world?
I think it's.
I heard that about the U.S. too.
I heard.
Well, that's what
it's a
Elon.
couple-
That's
yeah.
what Elon keeps saying.
Well,
right?
that's what, it's across the world, but Japan is at the the quickest rate. And if you think about it, Japan is the place where you could fucking pay a couple dollars to sleep in a pod. Like,
Yeah.
you get like these vending machines, like which is all AI. Like at some point, it's some type of robotic shit
a lot of
taking
technology
over.
you're saying that's
and
out there.
People are lazy.
I think it's more social media than like AI.
That's taking effect at the
Yeah,
population.
because it makes you kind of like introverted in a bit.
Yep.
You don't gotta pop
and like,
out.
Like anti-relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the relationship is where the kids come from.
Right.
Because watch,
right.
I got 2 kids right now, but if it was back in the day, I would probably have 6. Like you don't
True.
see
I
me.
know what you mean, yeah.
You don't see many families with like fucking 5, 6, 7 kids anymore.
Not anymore.
Back in the day, you
Back
pull up
then-
to the buffet and it's a family of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
It's like what
yeah.
the fuck, 12 kids.
Nigga, it's no
Like
way
my
I'm having
my parents were like a
Oh God, bro.
12 kids.
Hell no, I'm good with what I got.
that's a lot. How were they doing that, dude? And
Exactly,
getting
bro.
like
How do you even give those niggas all the proper amount of it?
Right. Right.
That's what it was easier back then.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love, you know what I mean?
At that point, you can't tell me you love all your kids the same.
Yeah, bro. Like,
There's got to be one that you're just, you know.
What's your name again?
crazy.
Little motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, but
You gotta have different whips. You know, you gotta literally change everything that you have. Different car.
it's a whole different dealership that you're going to.
Yeah.
You're not going to a regular
You're
car
going to the
dealer.
RV dealership.
Put like a fucking Mercedes Benz truck, like
Sprinter.
fucking Sprinters and shit.
Yeah.
Well, you were about to pull up a video, weren't you?
I think I was, but I was sideswiped.
No, yeah, it was just a thought in my head I saw. Like the Japanese are gonna go extinct. I mean, not in my lifetime, but it's crazy to think like.
It's the life's different over there. There's people that like rent like little booths and they're just playing video games like for weeks.
Okay,
They're just
okay.
in there
Okay.
getting fried.
Okay. Here.
You got the video?
Tell me what you guys think about this.
Cognify is a new concept for a prison
My bad,
reform.
my bad.
This is wild. Cognify is a new concept for a prison reform where criminals would have the choice to choose between spending tens of years behind bars or instead opt to have AI artificial memories implanted into their brain.
Oh,
the idea is
hell
to treat
nah.
criminals like patients and permanently change their brain chemistry by implanting
Elon
these
tripping, yo.
artificial memories so that when they re-enter society, they are a new and completely reformed person
Severance.
who mentally cannot commit any more crimes. The way that it works is that depending on the severity of the crime, AI would design these false memories to be implanted that would make the person more empathetic.
So we're just gonna have real life NPCs.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think about that?
I think you.
What
might-
if you're in jail and they're like, "Hey, the only way you can get out is if we just restructure your whole."
You know niggas are doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Fuck
Like
it, let me
we're
out.
saying
the only?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. I think the only people doing it are the pedos.
You think so?
Nah, it's probably people in
Yeah.
there for anyone who's in there like for life.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
a longer
Yeah.
period of time. Like, because I always said that about prison too. Is like past a certain point, it's like I'm with whatever at this
Yeah.
point because I don't think
Yeah.
I'm ever coming home. But
Right.
like, if you're like, if you got a sentence like 10 years plus,
Yeah.
those are the people. No matter what your crime
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
those are the people that are signing up.
10 years plus, I'm gonna take the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in.
Well, what about your
institutionalized,
family?
bro.
You wouldn't want to come home early to them?
I'm not gonna remember.
I'm gonna get institutional.
Bro, you're not gonna remember. You're gonna get your memories wiped and inserted new ones.
I don't think they'll wipe out like your like the memories of your family though.
I think they would.
Yeah, I
like
think
you're just
they'll
gonna
make
be
you
like
aware.
brand
Yes.
new. That's what they're saying.
Yes.
Like not like fresh start. Like
And it's a test. Not it's not even like a for sure thing. They're just gonna
Fuck.
test it.
Well, let's say like the fucking trauma inside your family caused you to be this
It's a
person.
trigger.
It's a trigger. So now we gotta wipe this out. That way you don't fucking become this like maniacal person.
What,
and
like
shit.
these people that murdered their parents. You're gonna have to forget your parents.
yeah.
And keep in mind, they're only doing this shit with the criminals because
Yeah.
they're testing it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah,
if it
yeah.
was fully ready to go,
Yeah.
they wouldn't even offer them that shit.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
They wouldn't
Yeah.
even
They would
offer
give that to someone who would pay for that.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with them testing shit on criminals, but maybe not this one.
Why not?
I don't know.
Honestly, if I'm in jail for life, like I'm fucking doing
I
it.
feel like it's fine. I think there'll be people that are willing to do it.
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Like, have you guys ever seen that movie with Chris Rock? I think it's called Down to Earth.
Of course.
You
think I
seen
have.
it?
Of course.
Ah, okay. It's kind of the same concept, you know?
Yeah,
like,
where they put him in a different
yeah,
body.
he's like, hey, the only way you can get back down to earth is if we just wipe your memory. You become this person. It's still you, like it's still your soul, but you don't have any memory of
Yeah.
like.
Sounds like Soul from
Yeah.
Disney.
So
Well, this Down to Earth came out first, but
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah.
almost like the same concept.
yeah.
Yeah,
Down to Earth is a classic.
it's a
bro.
great
That's a
movie,
great
bro. I
movie.
love it.
I haven't seen it. What year did that come out?
You would take
Earlier.
it.
2000.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Say you got a 15 piece.
Okay. 15 years.
Yeah, they offer it to you. You got your kids. You're not gonna remember your kids. You're not gonna remember your family.
Would I do 15 years or would I do that?
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah, right. What about
15
you?
years.
15 years. Well, I don't have kids, so I don't know. But in my head right now, I'd be like, okay, just wipe my memory.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Get me out of here. I want to be free. I want to be free.
The real thing is, I expect you to give me the answer. Like you're the one that I would think, like, yeah, fuck, like he'd be down to do that shit. I don't think he would.
I'd probably do the 15.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I have too much like memories that.
You just can come back, forget that you even have crypto.
Still everything from you.
Just like
I don't know.
gonna-
It depends
Yeah,
on
I
like
don't
the
know.
situation. What jail am I in?
You're gonna
Like,
come out with no
fuck.
memories and a little jail card that with as an ID. Like you and I get like,
Like
what?
I had a cousin who went
like
to jail.
fucking Wolverine. You come out and all you have is your fucking name tag.
Fucking
You're like,
Alzheimer's. Like what?
No, I had a cousin who went to jail. They posted bail. He went to Mexico immediately, bro. He was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, what a
fuck
piece
that.
of
That's not
shit.
for me. He's like, that's not for me, bro. Like,
Yep.
because he was gonna get
I'm gonna keep
convicted.
it real.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I would do the same exact thing. But
Yeah.
if I thought, because here's the thing.
What if your
Like,
mom's crib was up?
What do you mean?
Like-
Like what if she? Oh, what if she bailed me out?
Yeah,
and I
because you
did
got bailed out. There's no way that something wasn't up.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put like any of my family in a fucked up position, but if I had the option to do that, I'm for sure dipping. Like, I'm not trying to be.
How do you
in
think they
prison.
catch those people that try to dip through the border?
How do they catch them at the border, or how? Do
How do they catch them at the
later?
border?
I mean, you most of the time you got
'Cause
to
how would you-
ID and shit. To
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't get caught at the border. Sometimes you
you're
actually
not
make
even
it
in
in.
the system yet.
Yeah, no. Well, even sometimes you can make it into Mexico, and then they'll have like these little like organizations that like independent contractors type shit who go and like find these people. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard there was like a murder in like I think in San Juan. Like they found like some woman in her car, and then like they didn't have like a suspect and shit, and then they found him like a couple months later in Mexico, and like there's like a whole YouTube on it, but it's like a special team who prioritizes like people who like commit like murders and shit in like California, and like
Well, thankfully
they
we
did
get-
down south and they documented it. Like they just have a whole team who does research. I don't know how the fuck they find people, and like they show
just
videotapes.
like as a hobby.
They have like the drop. They got the drop. They're like, we know where he's at. We're gonna pull up around this time.
Dude, there's
Is
people
this
like
him
that.
right here. Like
They're not even cops or anything. Detectives, right? They're
The
just, like,
vigilantes
normal-
almost, you know?
Have you seen
I'm
that
sure they
thing?
get paid to
The-
do it.
no,
yeah,
they're-
for sure. Well, they
they're-
had a whole doc. So
They're
for
fucking.
sure.
What are they called? They have a name.
Bounty
No, some people
Bounty
don't.
hunters.
Yeah, bounty hunters.
Some
type
people
shit.
don't get paid, but yeah, you could pay people to
Oh,
hunt people down.
If I'm
yes.
going to Mexico to get someone, I better get paid. I'm putting my life up against the cartel and this guy who's a flight risk, who's probably willing to shoot if he's killed someone.
Yeah.
If I'm not a cop, what am I going
Duh,
down there
yeah,
for?
yeah. No, but people can find out, like, people take initiative and like find shit out. Have you guys seen that documentary? It's called like "Don't Fuck with Cats."
Oh yeah,
never
yeah,
seen
Dude,
it.
people found out exactly where it was based off of like
Images,
yeah,
the
this the
background.
power outlet right here is on this side, and these apartment complexes.
This is what country it must
and they
be in.
found it out. Yeah, yeah. People are crazy.
Some wild shit. That's why it's like, I know Chris a couple weeks ago talked about like what he would post on the internet and shit like that. But it's like it is getting to that point where you can like
if
figure
you were
out
on the
some
run?
shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But you
I
can
wouldn't
figure.
post shit.
No, for
I
sure.
gotta be. I'm off
you
the
vlog the
grid.
whole shit.
Dude, but like back to like our earlier conversation, like now it's like it's a different time now. Like sometimes people post shit for like
Clout.
clout, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I did
Like
this type
TK.
shit.
Remember
Yeah.
TK?
Yeah. He was on the run. He got caught. Now he's in
Did
jail.
the
like-
music video on the run.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Yeah.
Who was it?
He was doing like
Guy that
he
did the
a-
race.
He did a no jumper interview and he was on the run.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Behind me, that
That's some
case.
content
Bitch,
right
I
there,
did the
bro.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? He's on no jumper.
That's all.
He's a wanted person.
That's authenticity.
Yeah.
Like how does like Adam 22 not get convicted for like aiding and abetting a fucking
I mean,
I mean,
it's the same. Vlad
he has,
too.
yeah, he
all
has
of them.
nothing. I mean, yeah, you can hide behind like the current of
content?
entertainment. Yeah,
damn.
I have nothing to do with that type
Yeah,
shit.
maybe
you
he
know?
didn't know.
These were prop guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where would you go if you fucking had to hit the race? I don't think Mexico.
Mexico.
Nah, I think it would have to be somewhere where they can't expect me to be. I think since we're Mexican, I
Going
think they
somewhere with
expect
some
us to
Latin
go.
Women.
El Salvador.
Some black women.
No, Latin women.
Oh, Latin women.
Colombia.
Go to Brazil.
Go to Brazil. Yep.
yeah.
Hey, actually, nah. I heard Brazil is hella dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I believe
for sure.
it. I think, yeah, probably.
I have heard of.
Let you pull up with an iPhone 2 out there, get popped.
Holding your phone out the window, filming
yeah.
while you're driving.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see
get
that shit
jacked.
in like Africa?
Yeah, you
Have
get
you
jacked.
seen those videos?
Yeah, where they
Yeah,
jack
Where
people
they
just like
just
that.
run up or they'll be on a bike.
Yeah.
You're in a whip and they're on an actual bike, not a motorcycle, a regular bike.
Fucking paddling.
And the nigga just runs up and snatches.
Boom. Yeah.
You never getting
Bro.
back.
But yeah, I go there. It's a ton of places I go. I go to anywhere that I couldn't get. You got to look up the laws. Anywhere
But that's
you
the
can't
scary
get
part.
extradited.
There's times where I'm like, I want to look this shit up, but if I die and they look at my history, they can be like,
He was trying to get away from something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
be dead. Like
Yeah.
You're talking about if you got locked up and they looked at your history.
like I think I was just
dead,
one time I was thinking like someone was talking about like murder on the radio, and I was like, what if like what type of acid would you have to get used?
You're all
like,
googling that.
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't
what type
googling it, but I was like, damn, if I googled that right now, that shit would be fucking crazy.
They flag your shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, yeah, keep an eye on this guy for sure.
Like my boss actually got hit up by like I don't know if it was like the police. It had to be some government,
The FBI or something.
something because at
He
work,
was googling some.
no, at work the Wi-Fi was public for the customers to use,
Oh yeah. And
then-
somebody came in.
and was looking up fucking CP
Oh,
Where was this?
at my work.
At your work?
I didn't work there yet, but he had to make the internet private.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people were just showing up and looking up wild shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so like even if you went to McDonald's and do that shit, they'll go to fucking McDonald's and be like, hey, your internet's been used for this shit.
Yeah.
And this is like the IP and
the IP address. Yeah.
It's insane,
dude.
bro.
That's crazy.
I know a guy who's like or he knows how to hack. He used to like
Jesus, I thought that was going
hack
somewhere else.
people back
Yeah,
in the
me
day
too.
when he was like in high school.
You still know that guy?
I mean, no, I haven't talked to him in years, but he would go like he would go to the mall and just like do like the fake Wi-Fi, and people would like plug into his shit, and then he would have access to everything.
Like bank accounts and shit?
Yeah,
be
he was a
careful with
white
that
guy.
shit.
He's like, and the thing is, like, his family's like super well off. They come from like old money, so he just literally was doing it for fun. Like, he wasn't like scamming people and shit, but
I
he
love
was
you-
just like, oh, I could do this.
That's
I'm gonna-
another thing I've wanted to look up, like how to scam. But I
That
was
is scam.
it's like
without getting caught.
without getting
But
caught.
just look it up at your job's Wi-Fi, bro. You won't. They won't your boss will get flagged, not you.
I be thinking about that shit sometimes. Like
scamming me too, bro.
I just be thinking like, you know, backtrack 10, 15 years ago, like the type of shit that we were willing to do and like the potential consequences
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
We didn't even care, bro.
Such as?
we weren't like scamming, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
all that type of shit. Like even shit that I was actually doing like around that time is like if I looked at it now, I would be terrified to do it because I fully grasped the consequences.
What? I was
You
doing
got a lot more to lose
Yeah,
now too.
I was
and
doing
shit.
my own kind of scamming. Back in the day, I used to.
We all did, bro. I had licks, bro.
No, I used to sell. I used to sell edibles. Like, and if you bought edibles for me, I sold like Sour Patch edibles, and I would sell you real ones. At
Damn,
first.
bro, I used to buy them off of you all the time.
I would sell you real ones at first.
Throw a couple fake ones in there.
and then the
kidding.
next time
Sell it
you
in
you got half and half,
Damn.
and I would just put it in a container that smelled that my weed came in.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it smelled
just eat
like
at
weed.
least 3.
And at
You
some
feel
point, I was
something.
giving people like, if it was your fifth or sixth time,
dirtbag,
you're
yo.
just getting regular fucking Sour Patches, my boy.
I got a legendary one, but I don't know what the statute of limitations is. I want to tell y'all.
We were
but
12 when we were doing
save
this.
that,
We
save
were
that.
doing-
I don't know. We'll save it for off camera.
Yeah.
What, you guys never did your type of scamming? You never scammed someone like that?
I know one. I know one that I could talk about that we were doing for sure is we would have like after we ran out of the lean out the bottle. I bought a heat gun with the fucking it's a plastic seal and it says sealed for protection.
I think
Yeah, that you get like if you go to the pharmacy and you buy something, you got to peel it off and it has the
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
We would buy those and have a heat gun and fill it up with like syrup or fucking like NyQuil or whatever. Reseal the bottle and then fucking
Damn.
sell it to a nigga for like $500, bro. Yeah, bro. Or you know what the
Like, this shit just got me hella sleepy.
Listen, one of my homies, I'm not finna say his name, but what me and him used to do was we would make a fake Instagram. And at the time, we had so many bottles that were empty that we would fill them up, reseal them, take pictures of them, post them on this fake Instagram. Niggas from other cities would be like, yo, hey, how much for this bottle, right? We tell them like fucking, because they're seeing it and they're like, damn, he's got it. He's got all these fucking bottles, bro. We were hitting niggas for like $1,500, bro. It's like crazy amounts of money, bro. Like,
I know a kid in high school. I never had the balls to do
I
it.
got my karma for that.
But yeah, he would sell like his parents were filthy rich, but his parents knew he was a scum, so they didn't give him money. But his dad had Rolex boxes and shit, and he would sell it on eBay as a Rolex. But in the like whole thing, it would give him like a Rolex description, and like in the middle of it, he would just put "you're buying the box only." So
So legally, he was still like,
and
no refunds.
No,
no
exactly, bro. And he was doing that shit in high school. I was
Cold
like,
game.
fucking,
Cold game out
fucking
here.
5 racks for a box for a Rolex box, bro. I was like,
Yep.
damn, bro.
Read the fine print.
Oh, I guess these guys are good guys because they don't have any stories
like I always say.
You gotta steer clear of that shit, bro. It's bad karma.
No,
It's bad
no.
karma.
I did
You
some
know,
shit.
this one guy told me that karma wasn't real. He was like a church like youth leader or whatever. I was like in high school and he was like saying like, yo, like
Karma's not
he was saying
real.
karma's not real.
Neither is good luck.
His example
He
was
probably never did any bad shit.
his example was this, like, what if there's like
He just had a good life all
yeah,
the way through.
Or he had a bad life and he just thought it was normal.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of believe him, and I feel like things just happen. You know what I mean? Because there's some bad people in the world that like live a decent life. Or
Right.
whatever,
They make
right?
it to like 99 and then.
I mean, there's a lot of things that come into play, but his example was this: like, what if there's like a guy, right? He's got a family, like works hard, takes care of his wife, his kids, takes them to practice, gives them everything they need. They go to church every Sunday, like, you know, perfect dad.
Yeah, by the
okay,
book.
everything good. Family all relies on him. He's driving one day, gets hit by a drunk driver, dies. Then his whole family like suffers or whatever, has to go through the consequences. He's like, where's the good karma in that? Wasn't he doing such a good like thing to where like he
Yeah,
should've
shit
been
like that
doing
does
something
happen
else?
though. Shit does like that.
No. Go ahead, go
What do
ahead.
you have to say about that?
I just feel like it's not like I'm saying I believe karma is real, not in the like literal like cut and dry black and white of like, oh, hey, if you do something wrong, for sure if you do one bad thing, one bad thing's gonna happen to you. Or if you do one good thing, one good thing is gonna happen to you. Like shit like that, like you said, is like it's gonna happen. There's gonna be those situations where shit like that happens, but it's like I do believe that like you carry around that energy.
Yeah.
Whether you want to call it karma or not, is like if you're doing bad,
Something negative,
you're
probably
carrying around negative energy. So you're putting it out and it's gonna come back because that's
Yes.
the energy that you're putting out.
Okay,
sure.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't
would
believe
agree
in
with that.
karma or good luck until shit happens to me.
Oh, karma's real. You're like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. That's like when niggas are like, don't pray until some fucked up.
That's guilty. That's me right there, bro.
Guilty.
God, I swear to God, if you fucking save me from this shit, bro, I'll never go back to fucking.
I don't even know how to pray. I just start like, God, you know what I want. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Please, God, I hope she's not pregnant. Please.
Yeah, bro. I'll never hit raw again. Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think karma's exclusive. Like
Yeah.
how you said, you know, it's not like I do something good, I get something good back, you know.
Yeah.
And then it just piles up. I feel like it's like a lottery ticket, you know. Like fuck it, the more good deed I do, something's got to hit.
The more
you know?
you're around that positive energy,
Right.
positive people, good things are more likely to happen.
Right.
And then vice versa.
But there has been some like negative shit, you know, that I've been through some shit where I'm like, damn, I had that shit coming.
And that's
you
what
know
I'm
saying?
Okay. I
And
gotcha.
but on the flip side, you've also been through some shit probably where you're like, I didn't deserve this.
For sure. Hell
know what
yeah.
I mean?
Oh no, for sure. It's
not
not
bad. That's not how karma works.
What?
It's not like I only stole a piece of gum, so I only should get it like a slap on the hand. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like the balance has to be there. Of like I've been through some shit where I'm like you said, where it's like, you know what, I had it coming. I
Yep.
deserve this. And then there's also been things where I'm like, nigga, what did I do to deserve this reality right now? Like this is fucked up.
and it was probably like the most simplest thing that you did to deserve the worst one, you know?
Maybe.
Like I remember the first time I realized karma was real. I got my barber shit jacked from my car. I was like, fuck.
Oh, that's
This is what I get for jacking everyone.
damn.
I had never been jacked, and then when I do get jacked is when I start making bread and I need my shit the most.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, karma's real.
Yeah, I've had some good instant karma moments. I remember one time we were staying at, you know where the promenades are at?
Yeah.
yeah.
In Mission.
Yep.
Those shits are called
yeah,
something
yeah,
else.
It's called something different now.
Yeah.
But back in the day when we were there, it was turned up, bro. And I remember we like busted in this crib and ended up like, I forget what we took out of there. It was like a TV or like a fucking game system or some shit, right?
There's been like multiple meth labs found in that place.
Oh, I believe it. But so we do that, walk back to our spot in the promenade.
With the TV?
And yeah. And they had broken in and stolen our clothes.
At the same time? Damn.
You think the
Like, hey,
people-
we just hit a lick. You get back.
bro.
You're like, what the
and
fuck?
they hit a lick on us. So it's like, I really do believe in like the energy side more than karma.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? More than it being like black and white, 1 for 1. Just like if I'm doing negative, it's going to be
Receiving negative.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more likely to happen.
Yeah, because
probably.
now at this point in my life, bro, like people be asking me like all the time. My mind is not thinking about that shit. Like
Right.
I'm not worried about like, and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. If somebody wants to rent in my crib, it'll be a bad day for them.
Right.
But like I'm not thinking that's going to happen.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
yeah.
it's like I'm not living that life.
Yeah, you're not
anymore.
there yet. That's not the energy you're putting out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's a really good way to put it.
What about you? You think good luck is the same shit as karma?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I always heard good luck was what hard work and destiny just meeting together.
Hard work and preparation.
Exactly. Shout out that boy Nil.
Oh shit. Okay, I want to play this for you guys. I want to know what you guys think. I'm gonna take us there.
You think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No.
Can
You've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this.
I,
You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying-
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West
If
Indies?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of
accept
times
that they're
thank you
accept
to
that
America.
That's JD Vance. Right?
Yeah.
So I was cool with Trump's doing all that up until Vance jumped in.
Why? I feel like he mediated that.
Hey, JD Vance is a dog, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch him talk other times.
Nah, yeah, but
like I'm not
we already picked our dog to go in there and fight. Like I thought Trump.
that's his
I thought
little dog.
Nah,
Yeah.
but I thought,
JD Vance is his
I
little
thought
dog.
Trump could handle business. Like what world leaders meet with other their like second hand there.
Well, isn't that what like?
I
he's
didn't mind
for,
him
though?
be there. I don't know. I don't know the situation. Maybe he was supposed to be mediating.
Yeah.
But
I feel like he took Trump's words and made it like politically correct.
I think he was just piping up. You know what I mean? Like it's like you go somewhere, your homie's there.
it felt like
Yeah.
it was
Shit's
like
going down, you know, and my homie chimes in and
Yeah.
it's like, hey, fuck all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's one of
Yeah,
those things.
yeah.
it gave me more my wife jumped in vibes.
Let's see.
Not my homie.
American people to see what's going on. I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long.
This nigga JD
You have to
Vance
be
is so
thankful.
funny, bro.
You don't
This nigga
have to
said
call
you
it.
should say thank you.
People are
Sounds like
dying.
something my
You're
wife would
running
say.
low on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're
I
saying
said-
you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our
What do you guys think about this shit going down like on fucking
Okay.
American media?
I think it's like reality TV. Like they're showing us like what, like you know, what they're basically going to talk about. Obviously not everything, but they're starting to show us a little bit more.
I
right?
enjoyed it, but it's a shame.
You guys think it's like you guys think they kind of made like an example out of like Zelensky?
I think this shit
An
is
example?
so dangerous.
It is.
Like, it's like,
You
bro,
shouldn't be doing
y'all
this
should
shit.
have had that conversation
Yeah.
Privately.
Behind-
doors.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Just the two of you.
And I can, what's crazy is like, yeah, I know, you know, from what I've seen, I can say how I think Trump is.
Right.
But no matter who it is, I could almost guarantee the conversation would have gone differently if they were behind closed doors.
Without
You get in
the
front of,
cameras.
yeah, you get in front of cameras and you know
Gotta puff out your chest.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like we're talking about our livelihood right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're like talking to these people and having arguments. It's just it's crazy and it's dangerous.
World leaders,
man. And it's not just him that he's talking. Like it's anyone that supports him that he's pretty much like talking to. Like people are gonna feel offended.
You're talking about Trump?
Yeah, because he's like belittling the Ukrainian dude, right?
Yeah.
But the Ukrainian dude has people standing behind him. So like, I think it's dangerous because you're like, you could have just had that conversation behind doors. Not people.
I think it was like a calculated move. Trump is like playing chess, right? And he's showing the world and he's trying to make an example out of him, right? And he's trying to like prove his narrative and be like, though. It is, but it's in Trump's favor.
Because later checkmate is reversed.
I think
and you just you showed the game to the world and like now everyone could critique. I mean, it's what people want.
Well, yeah, people can critique. And what do you think people like? Whose side do you think people are on in this case? Like, do you think people in general are going to want the war to keep going, or for there to be a ceasefire? You know, that's what Trump wanted. Well, that's kind of how he's like positioning
what he
himself.
was saying was cool to me. Like, whatever, he's right. Like, what are we fighting for? I've always thought it was stupid for us to be sending money over there or our weapons. Like, it's a stupid move, but it's not something that we should be discussing on live television.
Something I like. That's the thing, bro. As time goes on, it's like why do I even feel like I deserve the privilege to hear these conversations? It's like, nigga, y'all go figure this out, bro. Like I don't even want to hear about it. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't care. It's not that like I want the war to go on. It's just like I'm not so far removed from a time where we weren't able to have access to that. You get what I'm saying?
You can live without. You can live without that.
Like, obviously, I want shit to go well here.
For sure.
I have enough empathy that I want shit to go well there.
Yeah.
But I don't need to see y'all having this conversation on live television. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because you said it. It's like, this is like reality TV. I don't want to feel like our leaders are reality TV stars arguing. You're arguing.
Especially since everyone already, not everyone, but there's people that look at Trump like, oh, he's just a reality star anyways.
Yeah.
And
so this isn't,
other leaders from other countries are looking at this like, I can't believe this guy really doing this on.
Yeah.
I think
he's showing the game to the world, basically.
To Trump, he thinks he looks good, like he's intimidating him and probably more world leaders. But really, it might just be making him look stupid. Just because if us as Americans are looking at it like this shouldn't be going on, what do you think other politicians from other parts of the world are thinking?
Other politicians are probably like, dude, I don't want to be in Zelensky's position.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Miles Ryan Harris with us today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Butterfly Effect out now in your phone. Go peep that. You got any new music on the way?
Of course. I definitely got some new shit on the way. Working on some new stuff. Trying to get back more into the visuals and shit like that as well.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Just circling back to it. So I'm gonna definitely have some new shit out soon.
For sure. There's also a new live performance out now on Instagram, YouTube. If it's not out now, it'll be up later this week. Make sure you go peep that.
Yes, sir.
Fire shit, hot shit, LSDP shit. Where can the people find you?
All my social media is my name, Miles Ryan Harris. So you can find me there, if anywhere. Otherwise, I'm at the crib.
Show.
And you ain't got access to that.
Yeah, you ain't gonna find me nowhere.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a free game for the kids off the Butterfly Effect in your phones now. Miles Ryan here. Thank you for coming through.
Of course, man.
My name is Andrea. I'm here with Laz. I'm here with Monty. I'm here with Miles. We'll see you guys next time. New shit on the way.
Don't deserve it, but if you acting tricky for the kitty, then is it worth it?